Wait. What? Bernadetta's in a freaking shack? She's just hiding in here? Oh my gosh. We still talk to her through a door.
Oh no!
Why am I suddenly part of the Alliance army? I'm not supposed to be here. You can't force me to fight. No way, no how. Comfort her. Yeah, you got the short end of the stick there. I guess they were impressed with your bow skills. I never should have learned to wield that thing, but I needed it to survive. Bernadetta. Alright, Hilda, support with Marianne and Leonie.
I know you're a clever girl, Hilda.
And
you
Judith,
just
apparently.
Had some bad luck this time. But even if you delegate the job to another, the ultimate responsibility still lies with you. So you need to be careful.
I know.
Then take that responsibility and finish this. Though this much is going to be difficult alone. Ah, Marianne, come here.
Of course. What do you need?
she walks up. Marianne, come here. She's already here.
I want you to help Hilda.
Alright. I can do that.
Thank you. Now get to it, you two.
Go out there and kill 2,000 troops.
Boy, you really blew it this time, Hilda. This isn't like you at all. Sorry you got dragged into this, Marianne. No, it's alright. So, what should I do?
Well, you're a healer, so Hilda's gonna go smash and you keep her alive. Simple.
Could I ask you to organize all the weapons and armor here by type? I'm going to start with separating the useful stuff from the broken stuff. I was apparently supposed to put each category of item into a different box and take them all to storage, but the message got lost somewhere along the way, which is why everything's now in this giant pile.
I understand.
How are you doing over there, Marianne? What the? This is even worse than before!
What?
Yes, I'm sorry. I tried to be very specific with how I separated things, but it got a bit out of hand.
Hilda, Marianne, I'm coming to check on your progress, and I had better be impressed.
Uh-oh.
Oh shoot! She's coming! Quick, shove all of this stuff under a rug or something!
Under a rug?
Ladies, correct me if my eyes are mistaken, but this is in even worse shape than when I first left.
I'm sorry, Judith. It's all my fault. I had everything arranged just like you wanted. But then, whoops, I tripped and crashed into the pile and everything sort of went everywhere.
I see.
Oh, Hilda smashed all the equipment.
Hilda, when I told you to take responsibility for your tasks, I didn't mean you had to burden yourself with absolutely everything.
Right, got it. I'll definitely be more careful.
Well, why don't the two of you take a short break? This mess clearly isn't going anywhere.
I'm so sorry, Hilda. This is all my fault.
Don't worry about it. I mean, it's actually my fault in the first place, you know? Come on, let's go take that break. I need a cup of tea in a bad way.
All right. Thank you, Hilda.
I don't know about this. Did I use too much?
I don't know what you're talking about, but yes.
I don't not like it, but I'm also not sure it smells good, exactly.
Oh, is it like perfume?
Hey, Leonie, what are you... Wait. Oh, you wore the oil! You smell so good!
It's amazing you noticed so quickly. Still, it smells different from the one you were wearing the other day. Did I do it right?
Oh, for sure. And yeah, that's a scent I whipped up specifically for you. I mean, I could have just given you one of mine, but I knew there was a scent out there that would suit you perfectly. So I tried all sorts of different things to make the perfect Eau de Leonie. That's for you and only you. It's the only one like it in the entire world.
That feels so fancy. And while I appreciate all the trouble you went through to make it, I still don't think it's for me. I'm sorry. I feel so bad about all of this.
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, sure, it's the only one like it in the world, but it's not actually valuable or anything.
I don't know. If you could come to the modern world and sell that on eBay, it'd be
I just wanted to
you
put
get
my
quite a
heart
bit
into
for that.
making something specific
especially if it's used.
I think you're really special. So I wanted you to have something special. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm proposing to you or something. Anyway, you get the idea, right?
Well, in that case, maybe I'll just wear it on special occasions.
That would be great. Oh hey, there's actually something I've been wanting to try with my oils. Think you could help me out?
I can't very well say no after all that.
Yes! Okay, so here's the plan. First, you and I each wear a different scent at the same time. Then, when we're out together, they'll mix and create an even better scent.
What the heck?
Huh. That's actually a pretty clever idea, Hilda.
I know, right?
Then again, I'm not sure how I feel about the idea of our scents intermingling.
Then just don't think about it.
Too late. It's all I can think about now, and it definitely feels weird.
Oh boy.
Yep. Weird's the word.
Well, now I feel weird. But you're still gonna help me out, right?
You know what? Sure. I'm kind of curious to see how all this plays out.
You unlock the paralogue battle right where they're wanted. Ooh, a paralogue? How do paralogues work? Depending on the units in your party, paralogues may be triggered as the story progresses. To display paralogues, select the camp on the war map. Interesting. So I have one with Holst, Hilda, and Balthus. Interesting. I'm not going to do that just yet. Northeastern Burgley's territory. Let's do this battle. The other armored knight came out to fight me. Hello.
Still improving. Nice. I know you can do better than that.
And now you die. Damn. Oh, there's another armored knight.
This is defeat. I'm sorry.
And you can die as well. Bam. Let's go help out over here. Hit him with the special.
Now leave.
Can't let it end like this.
What's next?
Ow. Come here. Give me your break bar. There we go. Okay, that kills the mercenary as well. Oh, who's this? Oh, Metody, I remember you.
What spices shall I dress you with? These people are simply begging to be hurt.
Beat him to claim victory. Okay. Ow.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Okay, that killed that guy. Okay, I'm very good on the S rank.
Hooray! The sweet smell of success. This place is ours now.
Beat him up with Hilda. Another one of these. And we're done.
See?
MVP Hilda.
Your Excellency, I have
What
a
the heck?
report concerning the movement.
That's Count Burgley's? Oh my gosh. He just he looks old and evil just like freaking Gloucester.
Go on. Enemy troops throughout the Alliance have marched south and are now gathering on the north side of the Great Bridge of Murden. The scale of their force is much larger than what would be expected of a defensive operation.
So it's come to this, has it? Who would have imagined that the Alliance would dare threaten my territory?
What do we do?
Should we ask Edelgard to send reinforcements?
No. This isn't worth troubling Her Majesty over.
Are you sure? We lost an awful lot of soldiers when we were defeated at the bridge.
The main force of Her Majesty's army has been sent to the Kingdom front. It would be more trouble than it's worth to call them back. Besides, you remember that mercenary company that performed so well before? They're back with us.
You mean the one run by that Gerald guy? I gotta admit, they do seem to know their stuff.
In addition, we can expect reinforcements from that meddlesome ox woman. That should round out our numbers.
Who is that? I don't remember who that is.
Well, when you put it like that, maybe we really can handle this. So what's next? We gonna crush them with a head-on attack?
We'll meet the Alliance army at Gronder Field. The area once used to stage the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will serve well. After all, it has already been trampled beyond use, and I doubt the enemy will go out of their way to burn our fields, given that they plan on seizing them.
I bet Holst will be part of the invasion force. He's the one who fought back all those Almiran armies. I've been dying to take him on.
You'll do no such thing. I'm going to face him myself.
Yeah, it's Berglies versus
But
Holst.
why? How do you know I can't take him if you won't even let me try?
The fact that you don't know only proves you're not ready to face an opponent like him. Besides, Holst is hardly the only foe we need to focus on. I doubt Count Gloucester was acting alone when he devastated the Imperial army. I'm sure the Alliance's leader, Claude, hatched that scheme. We need to be wary of him.
Claude, huh? Yeah, he did seem like a pretty crafty guy.
Tactics like that may work for some, but don't expect our house to come up with schemes of our own. We'll see through the enemy's tricks, and then quash them with our might.
All right, we're gonna crush their flimsy ploys with some good old-fashioned brawling. Let's do it!
That doesn't sound like much of a plan.
General Nader, our troops are completely exhausted. Everyone's starving and
Almirans.
we're running out of water.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you to bear it a little longer. If we don't ration our provisions, we won't have enough for the way back.
We didn't bring enough supplies for the journey back? What is Prince Shahid thinking?
I'm sure the only thing he's focused on is that fantasy of his, where he earns enough renown to secure his succession to the throne. He's so convinced he'll sup on the spoils of victory. He hasn't even bothered to prepare for defeat.
Well, that explains it then. I sure hope this battle ends the way the prince wants it to.
Are they coming to attack again?
You and me both. If we win, great. But if we stumble here, we're as good as dead.
Why is His Majesty letting Prince Shahid do as he pleases?
His Majesty hasn't been himself since Prince Khalid disappeared. Khalid was always his favorite, you know.
Nader, the next batch of reinforcements will be arriving shortly. A force of elite troops, courtesy of my own.
This guy does the whole
Rejoice.
Lorenz hold his hand up thing.
Oh, even more reinforcements?
The size of the army is what decides most battles. And with me in command, it should be nigh impossible for an army of this size to lose.
Well, actually, advantageous terrain may be more important.
We can continue this later.
Yeah, who's got the high
March
ground?
out to greet the new arrivals and get them into formation. I will go rally them afterwards.
If only we could feast on lofty speeches. Then we'd eat like kings.
An army this size limits the tactics we can use. They're going to think we're just a horde of barbarians. This is no fun at all. If only you were here, kiddo.
Port conversation. Claude and Lorenz.
Sorry for the wait, Lawrence. So, what is it you wanted to talk about? Ooh, don't tell me. Is it about a girl?
No, I wish to discuss the consequences of your strategy at the Great Bridge of Murden.
Oh, that.
Still talking about this?
If it's an apology you want, I'll say it as many times as I need to. Both to you and your father. My plan left a cloud of treason hanging thick over the Honorable House Gloucester. I'm sorry, Lawrence.
Please, I have already accepted your apology. And besides, did my father not agree to your scheme? Luckily, my own person remains unsullied. And I will soon remedy the blemishes on my family name, you have my word.
If that's not it, then what do you want to talk about?
There is something
Girls.
I wish to confirm with you. A matter regarding the future of the Leicester Alliance.
Oh.
Can we really trust you, Claude? I have no qualms admitting that your work has freed the Alliance from a number of tight situations, and yet I have never been able to fully place my trust in you. The same is true even now. were it as simple as choosing to believe I would do just that. But this situation makes me uneasy. Day after day, I find myself forced to rely on a man with unclear roots and even more unclear intentions.
Your tongue's as sharp as ever, Lawrence. But I can't say I don't get where you're coming from. I wouldn't trust me either in your shoes.
Don't worry, Lawrence. He's just a prince from Elmira who's come over here to take over Fodland to have peace.
If I
It's all
were
good.
you, I wouldn't let my loved ones touch a guy like me with a 10-foot poleaxe, let alone count on me to keep them safe.
You are quick to disparage yourself.
Yeah, maybe I took it a little far there. I mean, I'm not that bad, am I? Still, I'm not all-knowing or all-powerful like the goddess is. There's no way for me to know what the future might hold. Which means there's only one thing I can do. Stack my deck with as many cards as I can so we're ready for anything that comes our way. But on that front, the possibilities are kinda endless. No matter how many tricks I've got in my pocket, there's still this lingering worry I just can't shake. That's what I meant by not being able to trust myself. I feel like I'm constantly walking this tightrope with no clear end in sight. Lawrence? Are you even listening? If you were any quieter, I'd think you'd have died on the spot.
Oh, come on, he's always moving. He's got that whole hand thing going on.
I am present, yes. I was just so shocked to hear you voice your anxieties that I struggled to find words. Could this be another of your schemes? What do you hope to gain by deceiving me so?
Whoa, slow down there. You're the one who brought this whole thing up, remember? Kinda rude to react like that after I go and spill my heart out to you, don't you think?
It's all a scheme.
Forgive me, I seem to have lost
Don't buy
my
it,
presence
Lawrence.
of mind entirely. I fear I may be entering a state of shock.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Alright, let's hit the Leone support.
Rivens, Leone, you're alive! I thought you went and kicked the bucket!
Who the heck's this guy?
And I'm equally surprised to find you on the right side of the dirt. Still hunting for treasure while arrows rain down around you?
I
He just
saw you
walks up.
speaking with a churlish-looking man near the gate earlier, Leone.
What, him? Oh, he's just a mercenary I met a while back.
I see. Given his filthy appearance, I thought he might be a wild bandit.
Not hardly. Although, if I'm being honest, he's more of a scavenger than a mercenary.
A scavenger?
Exactly. See, folks like him go to battlefields and loot anything worth a bit of coin that's lying around. Noble folk call them midden men, but that's a pretty lousy nickname.
It does sound lame.
I've heard tales of such people, but...
Yeah, they live in a different world from you and me. Honestly, you could probably live the rest of your life and never run into another one.
I... had...
Hey, don't look so glum. There's nothing wrong with not knowing about that kind of life.
Except that I wish to know more about commoners. But in order to do so, I would need to speak with all manner of different people. Leone, may I ask you something? I once read something that has stayed with me, and I wonder if you might confirm it.
Sure.
Well, one particular book stated that the cookies and cakes eaten by commoners are not sweet. But
Of course
then
it's
another
about
book claimed
cookies and
that
cake.
commoners do not actually eat desserts at all. So, do they not eat sweets? Or are the sweets they prefer simply not honey?
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I ate plenty of treats as a kid that weren't sweet at all.
I can't even imagine.
There's no way for most commoners to afford the sweets that nobles enjoy. So instead, we eat unsweetened treats. Might be better to call them snacks, really.
Commoner snacks?
They're probably different from what you're used to. They're hard, dry, and look kind of plain. Anyway, you make a rough dough out of whatever grains you have lying around and fry it up. It's basic, but it's filling.
So if I were to become a commoner, I would also eat these snacks. I'd never eat sweet candy again.
No, you probably still would.
Well, not every commoner is forced to live on snacks. I bet you could get your hands on sweets if you were a merchant or an artisan or something. But anyway, you're a noble. Why are you worried?
I'm sorry. It was merely a hypothetical. Thank you, Leone. You were very helpful.
Was I? Huh. Well, if you've got any other questions, feel free to fire away. Oh, and for the record, the kids in my village were always happy with whatever snacks we could get. They were simple, sure, but also good in a weird way. You should try them sometime.
A simple taste, is it? Intriguing.
Maybe I should try making one of these snacks and see if Leone wants to eat it with me.
Let's do this battle next. Hello, Ferdinand.
I will show you the proper path of a noble.
This place is ours now.
Oh. Let's just finish him.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. Point.
Okay.
Enjoy your eternal sleep.
Are we done?
You'll have to take things from here.
Die, please. Large bullion. Cool. And defeat Shimerin. Alright, we have one of these battles. You cannot use combat arts, magic, or vulnerabilities to heal during this battle. Right way.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
Come here, guys. We're going for a trip. Right over to this wall, where you will all die. I'm not even gonna critical rush any of you. Just die.
Breather.
Just special these people. Ooh. Just slashed a moon on them.
Did your captain teach you that?
Resistance is futile.
Die. Be 200 enemies within the time limit. Okay. Come here. Die. Teach you the special. And we're done. Nice. Okay. Take the S rank. Let's do this stage. Bandit Hunt will double his military training in anticipation of the coming battle with the Brigley Squadron. Take this opportunity to forge bonds with allies. S rank gets me a hammer. Let's go. Goodbye. And we're done. Okay. Take that hammer. Alright, seize the abandoned castle. The ruined castle would make an ideal base from which to make a play for Grunder Field, but it's infested with bandits. Eliminate them. Sounds like fun. Let's go. Hello, Archer.
No time to slow down.
Spirit bomb!
Okay, time to attack.
Throw the moon at him. Oh, it sucks him in? Oh, that's really good. And then we finish him with the laser beam.
Adorable, but powerful too.
That was pretty good.
Let's try out Tempest Flame. Boom. Get him with Glowing Ember. Boom.
I won't lose. I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Oh yeah, I gotta try all my normals out. Okay, I'll do this. Bam!
Losing to anyone.
Hit him with the Luna. And the Swarm. Pull them back in, and then nuke for the finish. Laser beam. Can't seal. P. Lysithia, nice. We have Raphael Hilda.
How you feeling, Raphael? Everything healing up?
Hey, Hilda. Yeah, I'm fine.
Healing up from what?
Well, that's good to hear. Still, don't go pushing yourself too hard, okay?
You know it. Thanks for looking out for me.
You really were incredible out there today, you know? I mean, even if you did get sort of reckless at times, it kind of reminded me of my brother, actually.
What? Holst? Well, I sure appreciate you saying so, but I'm nothing compared to that guy. He's strong as an ox, a master of every single weapon, and has muscles bulging out of his other muscles. His workout routine must be the stuff of legend. I'd give anything to be like him.
Yeah, he trains literally all the time. It's no surprise the two of you get along like a house on fire.
What?
I also appreciate how much he values his family.
Yeah? Because I sure don't.
Aw, don't say that. He's just being a good big brother who's looking out for his little sis. In fact, the last time we met up, we had a great time swapping stories about our sisters.
Wait, so
Oh,
you
boy.
were talking about me? Ugh, I really hope he didn't say anything weird.
It wasn't weird at all. We were just chatting about how cute our sisters look when they sleep.
That's kind of weird.
See, when she was little, my sis couldn't fall asleep unless I tucked her in, and we had a nice chat. And at some point, while we were talking, whoosh, out like a candle. It was adorable. Then Holst told stories about when you were little. Said you whined a lot.
Oh boy.
Stop, stop, stop! I'm not interested in stories about myself, and especially not stories like that. This is all unbelievably embarrassing. So let's just bury the whole conversation in the world's deepest hole and pretend it never happened.
Okay, so gonna have to go find that hole.
It's not
Set out on a
embarrassing.
grand adventure.
It's nice. Anyway, I eventually told Holst how sad and lonely I was to be living apart from my sister now. And he said he's sad he never gets to work with you, even though you're in the same army. And we ended the conversation by promising to always keep our sisters safe, no matter what.
You promised each other? Ugh, I swear my brother is always like this. What if he gets even more overprotective now that he has you for a big brother buddy?
Big brother
Holst
buddy.
is overprotective? Oh, I never got that impression.
Well, he's better than he used to be. I mean, at least I don't have to send him constant letters now. Still, according to what Balti told me, Holst apparently said, and I quote,
Who's Balti?
I will be the one to decide if her future husband is good enough.
Oh boy.
That's so funny. My sister's gonna call the shots on who I marry too. She told me so.
Wow, our situations could not be more different.
Okay, we got a couple supports. Chez Raphael B rank, I think?
Hey, how's it going? You been getting enough food?
Maybe.
Definitely. I'm eating way better than I was back in my mercenary days.
You didn't eat so good, huh?
I spent most of my time moving from place to place, so I had to manage on my own. I just fling whatever I could get my hands on into a pot. Can't say any of it ever tasted too great.
Wow, I'm surprised you could even live like that. And you never stayed at an inn?
Sometimes, if one happened to be nearby and I had a little extra money lining my pockets. But I never really felt like the food there was any better.
Sounds like you were at all the wrong places then. Nothing fun about a bad meal, I always say. That's why I want my inn to be known far and wide for its delicious food. I was actually hoping to do some cooking out here, too, so I could hone my craft. But I don't think it's going so good. You want to know why?
Because he's clumsy? Because he thinks everything tastes good. Does he think everything tastes good? I don't think it is. Probably because he's clumsy, I would assume.
Well, you did say you weren't all that great with detail-oriented work.
You're not wrong there. But that's not the only reason. See, all the meat and fish we've got in the pantry is preserved. When you're not working with the fresh stuff, nothing you make's gonna have people hollering for more.
You think? But there are dishes from all over the world that use ingredients that are on the verge of going bad.
You sure that isn't because they don't have a choice?
I'm no expert, but I've heard it can make a nice cut of meat even more savory depending on how you prep it.
Huh. Maybe we can learn some more if we ask someone who's from one of those places.
Not to mention, there are other ways of preserving food, too.
You mean, besides dumping salt on everything?
Dumping
I'm
salt.
sure you know about smoking your food, right? Things will keep for even longer if you do that after you cure them.
If you smoke it, and then salt it, and then freeze it, just do all of the above.
Yeah, but I heard that makes meat all smoky and gross. Kinda defeats the point if you ask me.
I think it depends on how you do it and what kind of wood you use. Apparently it's really good if you do it right.
Wow, you sure know a lot about this stuff.
My mercenary days showed me more about the world than I could have ever imagined. I only really remember bits and pieces, though.
Come on, don't be so modest. I can't wait to get back in the kitchen with these new ideas you gave me. Hey, speaking of ideas, you want to help me think up some recipes with the stuff we've got here?
I'm not so sure me and cooking mix. But yeah.
Yeah, you fail every time you cook.
That's the spirit. I know we'll come up with some feast-worthy food if we just put our heads together.
Good old Lawrence Leone. Let's go.
Phew. Guess that's good enough for today.
Leone, I should have known it was you making all this racket so deep into the night.
Oh, hey Lawrence. Yeah, I usually get an extra session or two in by myself after everyone else finishes their drills. A good mercenary is always ready for battle, you know. There's no telling when one might break out.
So even your mind is as sharp as a blade.
Like right now, Lawrence attacks her.
Come to think of it, I was relieved to hear you had become a mercenary. And yet, pangs of guilt clawed at my heart.
Huh?
What?
Why? What's that got to do with you?
Quite a bit, if I may be frank. Your home, Son, sits nestled firmly within House Gloucester territory. Embarrassing as it may be to admit, I hadn't entirely realized that fact when we began at the Officers' Academy. But once the school shut down, I began to wonder what became of the students who hailed from our lands. I couldn't help but investigate further.
Uh-huh. And that's when you found out where I was from. What I'd been through.
Yes. As the heir to House Gloucester, it is my natural-born duty to concern myself with the well-being of my citizens. It must have been difficult indeed, scrounging up the funds required to attend Garrick Mock. I would hate for someone who has already been through so much to suffer any further hardship.
Well, some of the money we paid the church got back to us when the academy closed, at least. That's pretty much it. Not an ounce of help finding a job. And definitely nothing from the Count. So I started training, sharpening my skills as a mercenary. The rest was luck.
I am truly sorry, Leone. Allow me to apologize personally, both as your former classmate and as a noble in my father's stead.
Stop that. It's not your fault. I chose to leave my village. I'm the one who decided to try and make it on my own. And I would have been protected by the nobility if I'd stayed in the village, right? But that's not the path I picked. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if more commoners start making decisions for themselves someday.
You mean to say the nobility will become obsolete?
That's not what I said. There are plenty of people out there who still depend on you for protection. That's not gonna change. At the same time, I don't think you could keep every commoner safe even if you wanted to. The time we're living through is proof enough of that. So I'm sure you'll get plenty more people who make the exact same choice I did. Probably not for a while, though.
An era of change at the heart of the nobility. Commoners that are no longer content with just being commoners.
He's having a moment. Alright, let's select the paralogue. See what this does. S rank reward gives Holst chosen. Is that a battalion? Holst chosen. Lester Dicer Corps for regular reward. Balthus' uncharacteristic behavior has the Goneril siblings concerned. Just as they're discussing their friends' troubles, they find themselves dragged into the brawling gambler's personal issues. Oh boy. Okay, let's go.
What you doing, Balti?
Oh, he's Balti. Okay.
Give me away.
Huh? Give you away to who?
Okay, they're gone. That was close. Hey, think you two could lend me a little coin?
What the? He just turns around. Hey, can I have some money?
Are you seriously going to pretend nothing happened just now? And asking us for money on top of it? Ugh, you were obviously hiding from debt collectors.
What, them? Yeah, basically.
Must be pretty deep in the red if they followed you all the way out here.
Well,
debts of a man like me tend to leave those of your average deadbeat in the dust.
It sounds like he's bragging about something he shouldn't be bragging about.
Still, pretty bold of them to think I'd fork it over so easy.
The only bold one here is you, Balti. You should pay back the money you borrowed. Hey, are you listening to me?
No, actually. Sorry. Anyway?
If you're heading to dinner, we'll come with you.
No, I've got some business to attend to. You can buy me
Business,
dinner
you
some other
say?
time.
Well, that was weird.
Right? The guy actually thought we'd buy him dinner.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. He always does that.
Ah, my dear Hilda. You bear the countenance of a maiden most troubled.
What's
the matter?
Countenance of a maiden most troubled.
Oh, Holst.
I guess that's one way to talk.
I hope you aren't bothering my little sister, Merc.
Be vague about it.
What, me? I wouldn't dream of it.
See that you don't. Because if you do bother her...
Oh, knock it off, Holst. We just ran into Balti is all.
Yeah, he was bothering her. Go get him.
I see. And what did he want?
Some debt collectors were after him. He seemed pretty worried about it, actually.
Curious.
Right? I mean, Balti shakes off debt collectors the way other people change their underwear.
Damn, really?
Yes, he usually manages to drive them hence with some combination of threats and outlandish excuses. Perhaps this time they've sent more formidable bounty hunters after his hide.
Wait, there's a price on his head?
Sadly, in addition to racking up and running out on debts far and wide, our friend Balthus has also been picking more than his usual share of fights.
Why did we let him in our army again?
I don't know. It was just a strategy. Maybe we should send him back to the Empire.
I would be happy to help the man settle his debts, but he stubbornly refuses each time I ask. I think he sees it as a twisted sort of pride.
So long as he continues his drinking and gambling, his debt is only going to grow.
And as he's too stubborn to give those up either, I'm frankly at a bit of a loss as to how to proceed.
Yeah, just beat him up.
He's a talented fighter. If he went straight and worked hard, he'd have enough coin for a comfortable life.
My lord, we have a problem.
Oh no.
An enemy raid?
It's Balthus, sir. He's under attack not far from here.
I'll leave him.
The enemy's ranks are massive, so I ran back here to secure reinforcements.
You did right. I will go there at once.
And there he goes. My brother certainly can move fast when he puts his mind to it.
Just waiting for him to come back or going after him? Yeah, let's just relax.
So, guess we just wait for him to come back?
What? No! Don't be a jerk. We have to go help him.
Okay, rescue Balthus. Defeat any allies routed. Only get 2 units? Shez and Holst. And I can't change them. I see. Oh, I guess I just start then. Just the 2 of us. 10 minutes with 1,800 kills? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go murder some people.
I could use some help, Balthus. These don't appear to be your ordinary bounty hunters.
Good eye. They're actually a mercenary band specializing in assassination.
What the heck?
Deal with the ones close by me.
Okay, kill them. Oh, Hilda's a green unit. What's up with that? I don't know, it's a Wyvern Rider. Hopefully she doesn't get attacked by archers.
Wait,
I want to go this way.
What does a band of mercenary assassins want with you?
Probably hired by my stepmother. She's the only
Say what?
person who hates me enough to want me face down in the dirt.
Awful. You might not be related by blood, but you're still her son. Why does she want you dead?
She's convinced I'm gonna try to usurp my little bro as head of the family.
Oh my gosh.
Of course,
And you be
the flames on that one
freaking
when I was
zoom with this now, like.
you reap what you sow, I guess.
Okay, anyways, I want to go.
But
Hilda, where are you
why is
going?
your stepmother worried about you taking over? I didn't think you wanted to be a noble.
I don't. I'm way too far gone for that stuffed shirt life.
So then why are we fighting? Just go to your stepmother and tell her that.
It's not that simple. Look, I know it sounds strange, but trust me, it's a good thing my stepmother wants me dead.
What? Kill this guy. Okay, clear out you guys. I can't go that way. Have to capture all these places. Okay.
Not a problem.
Just go up there.
Into the fray.
Let's all grab Holst here. Let's blade in the wind sweep. Here we go. Break his bar, kill him.
This stronghold will fall.
Here, Captain. Go wind sweep. Get him with that lightning. Oh, does he run faster like this too? I think he does. Ooh, that was a cool move. Okay, get rid of you. Like that. Ches,
Not a problem.
okay, kill that guy.
Face me if you dare.
Come here. Okay. Die.
So, you think you can take on Lester's king of grappling? Then give me all you got.
What are we supposed to do against this guy? He's like a wild animal.
I'm beginning to wonder if he even needed our help.
All right.
You've taken care of the enemies and all the strongholds surrounding you, Balthus.
Great.
Now what?
Thanks. That's a real load off my mind.
Come in here and kill these people.
Go mop up the rest.
And let this opportunity go to waste? Never. It's been far too long since the two of us last fought side by side.
Beat the enemies around Balthus. So, doing that.
Fighting together like this sort of reminds me of when we were kids.
Two of us did enjoy our fair share of mischief.
I can't count the number of times we charged headlong into a pack of monsters.
How about you spare a little reminiscence?
Oh, one more warlock.
Poor sister and friend who was always worried sick about you.
Are we done now?
I was thinking you might have lost a step, but if anything, you gained one.
Okay, I have control of Balthus, but he's not really geared or anything.
If even one of these guys gets away, they'll be back for my head in the dead of night. We have to take them all out.
Use all the strongholds?
Sure
Okay.
it's possible to sneak up
Oh,
on
there's a
you no
lot of
matter
guys going
how
over towards
tired you
Holst.
are.
Hold on.
But hey, if you want to deal
Let's head
with
over
it
there.
now, we're happy to help.
You will regret the day you ever challenged Holst.
He's gonna need the help.
This guy's a monster.
Hello. Come to kill you all.
Grab the weak little girl and take her hostage. We'll use her to ransom our way out of this mess.
Assassins have surrounded Hilda. Ow. Beat the paladins and aid Hilda.
My dear sweet sister is in danger. Oh, wait. That's nowhere near enough souls to capture her. She'll be fine.
Ha! Okay. These guys with another special. Are they all dead? We got one that's still alive here. Oh, now he's dead.
What a tremendous display.
Give me these.
You could have done more than just watch.
If she wasn't
Okay,
always
take that.
shirking responsibility, Hilda would be every bit the General Holst is.
You and Holst really fight as one. And Hilda...
So what we got going on? Okay,
Two for that
need to hurry up.
Yeah, Holst and I have been battling together in one scrap or another for years now. And Hilda was usually tagging along.
Oh, I can control Hilda now. Okay. Hold on. Switch to her.
Skip my turn, you know.
Watching you fight is like poetry in motion.
Come here, you. Ow. Yeah, die. These enemies. Bam.
Still in the fight.
Yeah, pull those guys in here. Give me that. Okay, what am I at? Almost have enough kills. Let's head up here. Alright, special you. Okay, you dead? Good. Oh, stronghold, Captain. The heck did I just do right there? Hold on. There's enough kills, so hopefully it's the end of the fight. It's not the end of the fight.
Really? I feel like I'm barely keeping up with the three of you.
Oh, hey! The enemy leader is somewhere over there. Or that's what one of the assassins said right before I sent him to meet the goddess.
Ooh,
I certainly made a mess of things.
interesting move.
Nothing left to do but run.
Okay, there's the assassin leader.
Yep, that looks like a leader, all right. Let's take him out and be done with this.
Okay.
Out you go!
And we're done. Nice. It should be an S rank, I think.
Over already. I feel a bit unfulfilled.
You're telling me. Next time,
Let's find us a proper battle and really let loose.
Looks like you two are back to your old ways again. Just please be careful, all right?
Yes, that's rank. Nice. Get Holst chosen.
I won't.
Beat Shez, who levels up.
Wait.
I was planning to handle this on my own, but... well, thanks. I owe you one.
I'm not some stranger to you, Balthus. Did you really think I would abandon a friend in need?
Yeah, I think Baldy would have been fine by himself.
I mean, he is a brawler surrounded by mages. He'd be fine.
Don't say such things, Hilda. You'll make Balthus cry.
No, she won't.
But was it not your own stepmother who hired those assassins?
Apparently he's into that sort of thing.
80% sure, yeah. And hey, it wouldn't be the first time she's come after me.
This is inexcusable. I will speak to House Albrecht about the matter at once.
Don't bother. My little bro's already stuck running that family, and I don't want to add to his troubles.
The same little bro whose mother is trying to have you killed? Why protect him?
Because he hasn't done anything wrong. And he's a good man. He's the only reason I was able to abandon the family and live the life of freedom I have now.
So earlier, you said something about how it was good your stepmother wanted you dead. What was that about?
See, she's got something of a persecution complex, and is also persistent as
His
anything.
mother is Bernadetta.
What do you think would happen if she set her sights on my dad or my real mom instead of me?
Wait, so your real mother is still alive? I heard stepmother and just assumed, you know.
Yeah, it's kinda complicated. Basically, she is living in hiding somewhere in the mountains now. Anyway, that's the long and short of it, so you don't really need to worry about it anymore.
But where does this end, Balti? Your stepmother clearly isn't going to stop sending people after you.
It is what it is. Just gotta let her get it out of her system, I suppose. I mean, I've already got debt collectors and bounty hunters hounding me, right? What's a few assassins on top of that?
If you changed your ways, you could at least rid yourself of the debt collectors. You truly are a piece of work.
Oh, hey, I just remembered something I gotta do. Thanks for the help today.
We are not done speaking, Balthus.
In that case, let's hash it out over dinner sometime. Really get into it. Oh, and you can buy.
Of course.
Well, there he goes. Again.
Pessimist.
I could never live like that. And I'd never want to.
I feel the same, but I think Holst disagrees.
Indeed. Though I know it to be foolishness, and I can't help but admire his spirit.